Welcome back to the Paul White Show. We're glad you stayed tuned through the break. We were talking just before break. I'm visiting with Larry Fleury, and we were talking about his new show that's coming in March. And what we'd like to let you know is if you would like to sponsor either one of these shows or advertise on either one of these shows, Larry kind of wears a double hat here at the station. So Larry, how would they get in touch with you and talk about advertising, talk about sponsoring these shows on air?
Well, again, they can call me on my cell number, 312-1781. If you'd like to email me, it'd be larryf@wichitachannels.com. And as time permits, I'll be getting back with everybody. As I mentioned before the break, we're getting a lot of response, so there's a lot of people to talk to. But we would sure welcome the input and the support, and that keeps local programming like mine and Paul's alive. And we kind of feel like we have a motto here of watch local, shop local, be local.
Absolutely.
So it's helping out the Wichita area market, and shows like this, and keeps us going.
Right. And like I said, we need more local shows in the market.
Absolutely.
That helps people locally get their message out to where they actually are.
Exactly. And that way you get to know business owners in the community, and you can get to know them, and they get to know you, and it comes together as a big family.
Absolutely. So it's a good opportunity for
definitely is.
The viewing audience to just get plugged in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, to get plugged in. All right, Larry. Well, thanks for being here today.
Thank you for your time.
And I hope the viewers take heed to the info that we just gave them.
Sure they will.
We wanted, like I said, we want to keep these shows going and keep them on. It's not free to do it, but I know to advertise on the Wichita Channel is very, very economical.
Very economical.
Compared to the other affiliates that they have here in Wichita.
Rates out, and we do some amazing things for very little money.
Right. So call Larry and make sure you get you an appointment set up to see him. He'll be glad to visit with you. You could also holler at yours truly. My number is 265-9930, or you can email me at paulwhite@wichitachannels.com, and we'll make sure you get in touch with the right people and get the right info to get you on. All right, Larry. Well, like I said, once again, thanks for being here. I'd like to thank all my guests today, and thank you for watching the Paul White Show. We'll see you next week, same time, same station.
By 1887, Nicodemus had gained more churches, stores, and a literary society, an ice cream parlor, a lawyer, another newspaper, a baseball team, a benefit society, and a band. Hopes were high in the community when the railroad talked of an extension from Stockton to Nicodemus, and in March of 1887, the voters of township approved the issuance of $16,000 in bonds to attract the Union Pacific Railroad to the community. Despite the bond issue, the town and the railroad could not agree on financial compensation, and the railroad withdrew its offer. In 1888, the railroad established the extension 6 miles away, south of the Solomon River. Leaving Nicodemus, a stranded island village, businesses fled to the other side of the river to the Union Pacific Railroad camp that later became as the town of Bogue. With the businesses leaving, Nicodemus began a long, gradual decline. In 1938, a community center was built that now hosts a National Park Service ranger, historic displays, and a gift shop. The community center was a WPA project during the Depression and was built from locally quarried limestone. More than a half-dozen black settlements sprung up in Kansas after the Civil War, but Nicodemus was the only one to survive. Kansas's first black settlement in Graham County's first community was designated as a National Historic Landmark in 1976. 20 years later, on November 12, 1996, Nicodemus was designated as a National Historic Site. This legislation directs the National Park Service to assist the community in the preservation of historic structures and to interpret the history for the benefit of present and future generations. Every year, on the last weekend in July, Emancipation Day is celebrated and descendants of original town settlers come home. The town is filled with people who are proud of their heritage. Events include a parade, food, and celebration of heritage and family. Nicodemus is located 45 miles north of Hays, Kansas on Highway 24 between Hill City and Stockton. Visitor information 785-839-4233.